come and talk to me. Yes, we are back with another makeup rant with Cookie. The first thing on the docket, I definitely wanted to give my input on the Jada Pickett, not calling her Jada Pickett Smith, Jada Pickett situation. Just because I heard some people on social media, I read some comments, they were talking about Will Smith being less than because he took up for someone that really wasn't his woman. And Fujiano, I believe, said it best. His baby mama wasn't nothing. She wouldn't even let him see her son, their son. But if you mess with her, it's up and it's stuck. And I think that still applies here. Like, I don't care if we're together or not. You're not finna talk about it. And you're not finna talk about it in public. She needs to stop talking about Tupac. I understand she is hurt and she is dealing through her trauma, but also if you're not going to fully get divorced from this man, please have a little respect, a little, so he can walk away with a little dignity, because his out and outs do not be out and out like your out and outs do, and that's not cool. I know how I always am advocating for therapy. You know who else therapist I wouldn't mind being? If you are familiar on TikTok, in the TikTok world, Kane. I would love to be her therapist. Please tag her in the comments. Although she may already have one. Because that is a sign of somebody that is ready and willing to do the work. Huh? Open. Ready to receive some constructive criticism. Not no fugazi feedback. But some real constructive criticism. I am here for it. I am here for all the vulnerability is what I'll call it. Because it's very blunt. It's very blunt is what it is, but I'm here for it. Now, on to the reviews. Now, I normally don't review things that are in the 85 South show stratosphere because I am the president of the 85 percenters and it just seemed to be biased, you know? But one thing I'm going to always advocate, you are learning from something that is still engaging and entertaining. So I have to review Partments. What I appreciated most is it gave game. Not only did it give education, it gave game. And so many people be trying to come to Atlanta and they be getting ate up. I'm talking about ate up in the worst way. Then be want to speak bad about it. Baby, you want to be here so bad. You need to learn how to be around here if you want to be around here, right? Oh, okay. And it gave them on bigger picture things. It gave very much bigger picture game. And I'm always here for that. It kind of gave you like a Friday feel because it gave the animation to help illustrate what was going on. Loved it. Chef's fucking kiss. And you know what? I knew it was going to be good because I looked at the production. People who produced it wrote it. And I knew if you know like you know, them names heavy hitting. Now it was star-studded. Super Atlanta star-studded was star-studded if they ain't already. And that scared me. Because the last time I seen something that was that star-studded, it didn't hit like it was supposed to hit. But this thing, it hit, baby. And go watch it because it's $10. You got it. Now, on to more ratcheter things. Baddies East. Which one is it? I'm not sure. I'll just put it there so you know. My goodness. I set out to watch it last Sunday. Today's Saturday. I record these on Saturdays. So I just watched the one from last Sunday, yesterday. And oh my goodness, it's so many girls. It's so many girls to keep up with. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if I'm able to keep up with everybody. It's a little too lot. And then Krishan, why is Wovicki there? Why? I want to bring therapeutic measures. She trying to bring Jesus. It's the extremes for me. It's the extremes for me. Like, oh goodness. And then Krishan, y'all, please don't start hating her because she is pregnant. She has so many crazy hormones right now. Yeah, she'll tell somebody to jump her sister. That is not, it's disgusting. It is not okay, cool, in no shape, form, or fashion. But we are talking about somebody who is already super irrational. And now you put pregnancy hormones on top of whatever Blueface was texting her that day. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I don't know who told Thing 1 and Thing 2 that they could power up enough. That girl just told y'all she was a demon. If somebody tell you out their own throat that they a demon, that's not somebody you want to tussle with. You hear me? Because they're fighting something different. What killed me, Krishan said in the interview afterwards. She said, my sister Bigger, she knew it wasn't no fighting chance. I feel so sad for Marge. And I don't even know what's going to happen to Janet. Poor Janet. I don't know, y'all, but we'll see. So we've come to that part of the show where we're talking about audiobooks. The audiobook that I just completed was Made to Love. And what I pulled away that was just so striking to me is when that nigga whole family lie. Let me rephrase that. When that person whole family lie on their behalf to keep the story up. That's a different level of portrayal. I never thought about that. You think in every encounter I had when somebody was being dishonest or deceptive or there was some infidelity, there was somebody in his team that knew what my heart was on and was like, actually this, They may not have said it every time because different people. One person was just like, hey, this is what's going on. And you need to know because this is... And it never was no case where they were trying to slide in the back door, but they just was really telling me like, hey, that's what you think is going on is really not tea. But boy, in that book, that man whole family lied for him. Children, mama, sister, cousin. And that's wild. And I know I've heard it. I've heard it all before. That it's a thing and it happens. And I know the audiobook wasn't even real. But just to hear the whole story, how it played out and how everybody was just like, he said he was gonna stop. He had the whole family finesse, you hear me? Whole family fool. The whole family didn't really care because in my head, man, y'all knew that nigga wasn't enough change. But, that ain't neither here nor there. But Made to Love, go check it out. The last thing I wanted to talk about is feelings, the importance of feeling. I was watching this TikToker on here the other day, and she was basically explaining her going through her feelings. Now, she phoned in a friend so they could discover these feelings or explore these feelings together. And she thought she was sad about something, and that was making her hesitant in accepting those feelings, discussing those feelings, because she wasn't okay with being sad. Turns out, girl was humiliated. I have a hard time with that word. That is why it is so important to explore your feelings. She was able to accept her situation, move forward, and be able to come up with her some solutions because she found out that I am not sad. I am humiliated. That's why I think it's also important to know your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. You are not your feelings. They pass. But it is important for you to know them and try to understand, why am I telling myself this? Because you're always trying to help yourself and be mindful and be on defense because you don't truly know what feelings or emotions you're experiencing. So you can accept them and come up with your own solutions and resolutions to your issues.